I'm Mega Mike the Movie Man, and today I got a mega movie plan. Mega Mike the Movie Man, and I have my top 5 ranking list for horror movies I want to see get a 4K release in the future. So, coming in at my last place, number 5, is going to be Hellraiser. Yes, the original Hellraiser movie I think deserves a 4K upgrade. It's a classic movie, and a lot of times the classic movies greatly benefit from a 4K upgrade. That's where you can really see the difference. And also with this movie, you have a lot of Cenobite creatures in here. Those are the demon creatures, and they have such unique designs in this movie, especially Pinhead. I think the 4K upgrade would really make their costume shine through, just how their faces look. I think we would really notice a difference with that. And this is just a great classic horror movie that people remember and that hasn't gotten some love in quite some time. So it needs to get something, and I think a 4K release is a great way to do it justice. I mean, it is a little bit more outrageous of a horror movie. It's body horror. It's not a typical slasher film, but I still think you got to give some respect to the iconic Pinhead in this movie. So we got to get that 4K upgrade. Next, coming in at my number 4 spot is going to be From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, I just saw this movie recently, and wow, I was blown away by this movie. At first, I thought this was a Western movie. I just noticed the title, I didn't read up on it. Click played, started watching it, and then about halfway through, it just completely changes and gets you a little bit of a twist in there, and then it becomes a really entertaining movie. And I haven't gotten the Blu-ray release of this one because I've heard rumors of a 4K, but I'm just hoping that 4K comes out soon because I want to keep watching this movie. It is such a fun movie. You got Quentin Tarantino in it, George Clooney, and it is just an entertaining ride of a movie, especially once it switches halfway through to a different genre, that being the horror genre. So this movie absolutely deserves a 4K release. Next, getting into my number 3 spot is going to be Freddy vs. Jason. That's why I'm rocking this shirt right here. To me, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is the best verse movie in my opinion. It's just like a wrestling match showdown between these two iconic horror characters. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Now, I know we got a good Blu-ray release of it last year in that Shout Factory Friday the 13th collection, but I still think it deserves a 4K upgrade. Reason why is there's some good elements in this movie. There's a lot of water effects, there's fire effects, and I think elements shine through really nicely in 4K. To see how that water comes through, that fire comes through, I think would be really awesome to see in that 4K upgraded image quality. I think it would be totally worth it. So Freddy vs. Jason absolutely needs a 4K upgrade. Now, getting into my second spot, yes, second place is going to be the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, Nightmare on Elm Street needs to get some love too, right? We haven't even gotten a Shout Factory box set of the Nightmare on Elm Street yet, and we need that collection. I know it's rumored, hopefully it comes out, but I still think you should do the original in 4K as well. It is just such an iconic movie. If you love horror movies, slasher movies, you know Nightmare on Elm Street. And there's also a lot of just cool design effects in it to see how Freddy Krueger would look in 4K, to see the blood scenes in 4K, especially when the blood is shooting out of the bed. I think that could come through really nicely in an upgraded 4K image quality. So this is a classic movie that is beloved, and I think it absolutely needs a 4K upgrade. I think it would be totally worth it. So even if we do get the Shout Factory Blu-ray collection, at least give us this original one in 4K as well. Now, getting into my number 1 pick is going to be Halloween H2O Halloween 20 years later. I am a massive fan of this movie. I think it is very underrated. To me, it's the second best Halloween movie, just right behind the original. And we don't have this one in 4K yet. And Shout Factory did an excellent job releasing their Halloween movies in 4K up to number 5. So we gotta get Halloween H2O soon, right? I think it definitely deserves it. I think it's another great showdown horror story of Laurie Strode against Michael Myers, and I think that last act of the movie is really epic. And so overall, I think this movie can really benefit from a 4K release. And not only that, let's have Shout Factory definitely do this one so we get some awesome artwork, we get it in a nice packaging, and we also get all those special features that Shout Factory has been throwing into their releases. Because I'm telling you, they did such a wonderful job with the Halloween movies they already released. I want them to do another release. They got to do Halloween H2O in 4K with all those wonderful special features. And to me, like I said, it's just one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's an awesome showdown horror movie. We got to get it in 4K. Got to see that epic battle between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers in the best looking way possible. So Halloween H2O is my number one choice, and that will do it for Mega Mike the Movie Man's top 5 list of horror movies that absolutely deserve a 4K release. So let me know in the comments below, what would you put as your top 5 horror movies that need a 4K list? Let's have that movie discussion down below. I'm really curious to see everybody's horror picks. Also, if you're just discovering my channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe right now. I'm going to get you tons of future movie rankings, movie reviews, movie news, movie haul videos, you name it. We talk everything movies on this channel, so I don't want you to miss out on any of that entertainment value. Also, turn on that notification bell so you know when I post a video. Also, like the video, and this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.